Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Shark House Entertainment, and I'm your host, Brian Gatto. And a couple weeks ago, or almost, I saw Jurassic World Rebirth. I have been meaning to record my thoughts on this and get this video out much earlier, but yeah, life, work, and everything else. But yeah, so here I am now talking about it. So Jurassic World Rebirth was a movie at first I was a little excited about. Like, David Coep is coming back to write the movie. I'm like, I guess that's okay. The idea of having people trapped back on the island was pretty cool. The whole dinosaurs taking over the world thing was, they didn't do it justice in the last two movies. Well, they really couldn't be in the second to last because they had just gotten out. But the last one was the dumpster fire. And so I was like, okay, bring it back to its original roots and a mix of the Lost World. And I'm like, I can get behind that. Then I saw the first trailer. And I was like, a little too upbeat and adventurous. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. I don't know if I'm going to like this at all.
He's your guy?
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
I had watched the trailer probably like 5 times, and I was like, it's not sticking with me. Then the second trailer came out. Totally changed my tune. I thought that the intensity and the mild horror elements, comparatively speaking to actual horror, were a nice addition. Then the MPAA rating came out, and they had like bloody images, and I was like, nice. I'm on board now. I had heard of mixed reviews, and I was like, of course it's going to get mixed reviews. It's a Jurassic World movie. But this time, I had more faith in it. And when I saw it, I was like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with how it ended. I'm okay with how it played out certain scenes, and the horror elements were actually really a nice addition to the franchise as a whole. We haven't had many of them since Jurassic World, and even then those were even milder. The dinosaur carnage, like eating people, I was actually surprised. I guess that's what you get when you don't have a budget that is twice as much as this one cost. Because Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was like $400 million. This one's 180. You can do a little bit more with that. There are some pretty intense scenes. There's even the raft scene, which I knew no one was going to die in that scene. But to be fair, no one died in the book during that scene either. So I let it slide, but it was still intense. The mutant dinosaurs were underutilized. The introduction of the raptor pterodon things are raptordons, I guess. I don't know what the official name for them is. I know there probably is one, but I just don't know it. They had a really good introduction where there was these actual velociraptors. I mean, actual in the loosest sense of the word. But they're coming up to a guy, and he's just taking a piss. He doesn't even see him, but he hears all the commotion when the mutodons, I think that's what they're called, mutodons. Should be called raptordons. Come on, or something like that. That'd be more understandable. Anyway, they come down, take the raptors, and then he turns around and sees nothing there, and he turns back around and he's like, the timing was pretty good with the humor, I have to admit. The characters were not the best. They didn't feel like real people, some of them. Other ones, yeah, but I feel like the family dynamic in the film, while it wasn't needed for them to be there, it did add some more depth to a film where everything's all just tell. This is telling and showing with the family. Like how the father doesn't like the daughter's boyfriend. Even the boyfriend thinks, like, I don't know why she's dating me. The whole thing with Scarlett Johansson and, what the hell's the other guy's name? I only know Scarlett Johansson because, it's Scarlett Johansson. She's huge. But her and her comrade are talking about their past and things that have happened in their life since the last time they've had a mission together. And it doesn't matter. So Scarlett Johansson lost a guy on a mission. It was just a simple mistake. A car bomb went off. And apparently her comrade's son or daughter had died, and him and his wife are estranged now. So It doesn't feed into the story at all. I mean, I would make it so that Scarlett Johansson's like, I have to protect everyone. If anyone else dies, I'm responsible.
Come on!
I will say there is mourning for the people who have died. It's not just like, oh, well, it's time to move on. No, they actually do sit down and are just like contemplating on their lifestyles and the people who have just died by dinosaurs. There's a trio of mercenaries or whatever, what have you, with Scarlett Johansson and her comrade. So there's like 5 altogether. The 3 other ones are kind of expendable, but you don't expect one of them to die so early. You've probably seen it in the trailers. But then the second one, I was like, wow, that was actually pretty crazy. Not only because it was well executed, like it was a perfect example of a PG-13 death that still hammers home that it's a hard, brutal attack. But spoilers, it was a woman. Now that's not the first time a woman's died in Jurassic World. This time I was like, it was off screen, but I feel it was even more effective. No one's talking about it. That's a well done kill, especially because it was PG-13 and they were trying to play with that. Quetzalcoatlus scene was really cool. I like that scene a lot. Even though they're in like this ancient ruin, and I'm like, why are they here? Why is this here? I'm talking about the Quetzalcoatlus. I'm like, why are they there? They're big birds. The scene I actually liked the most, that people were criticizing in terms of heartfelt moments, was the scene, what are the dinosaurs called? They're like the brachiosauruses, but massive. Is when it's an homage to the original Jurassic Park, you know, the Brachiosaurus or whatever it was. The introduction of the dinosaurs, pretty much. It was a beautiful and powerful scene. And what I liked about this one is that it wasn't just, ooh, that's how it always starts. But then it was wonder and it was love. There was just something about them. They're like, these are different looking, and their tails are incredibly long.
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my god.
But then there's a love scene with these dinosaurs. It's not like an intercourse scene, it's just them loving each other, like hugging and embracing, not with, you know, their massive feet, or just like their necks intertwining. And it's a beautifully done scene with a great score by Alexander Desplat, who composed Godzilla 2014. I was very impressed. I like that scene, and it wouldn't have worked with the paleontologist going up to touch them as being an effective scene, but the actor pulled it off. Because not only was he like, wow, oh, no, he was crying. That's another thing. The kids, there's only one kid really in this movie, but she portrays her fear a lot better than any other character in the Jurassic World franchise. What's his name? Ty Simpkins, I think, from Jurassic World. I couldn't stand him because he didn't emote fear well. Maisie from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, when she was younger, she didn't emote fear well. She wasn't as bad as Ty Simpkins. Here, the little girl not only cries and panics, she goes into shock. That is the most realistic thing any child actor had to be positioned in a Jurassic Park or World movie. Cute dinosaur, by the way. I love when it tries to bark. Me and my mom saw this in theaters, and she was like, Finley, like my dog. Because he was just like him. It was hilarious.
She's scared. She's scared of.
I do believe that the child actor was pretty darn good. Because, like, I was going back with Ty Simpkins, I was like, his scream was just so, monotone. Not that it was super monotone, but you can hear in the back of his voice, he's like, am I supposed to really put effort into this? Yeah, so I keep talking about the characters. Everyone's like, the characters are shit. No one likes them. Like, I remember the characters. I remember every single one of them. Even the pharmaceutical guy. I liked his character. I liked the actor's performance. Him and Scarlett Johansson bounced off each other really well at first. And they had this banter as the movie went on. Like, she started to not trust him. The ending is a cop-out in terms of who survives, how they survive, and the D-Rex. The D-Rex is underutilized big time. And that's a bummer. Now, the one thing I'm more upset about is you have a scene with the T-Rex a longer scene with a Spinosaurus, and they don't fight. You need to do this in a Jurassic World movie where T-Rex and Spinosaurus fight, because the T-Rex needs to win this time. By the way, it needs to be payback for their species' fight in Jurassic Park 3. But they just haven't done it. The only thing that's come close is in Jurassic World, where the T-Rex breaks through the Spinosaurus skeleton as a big FU to the Spinosaurus. That was pretty good. They didn't have any scenes together.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur.
I will mention one more thing. The scene where the music swells and the grand main theme plays with all those Brontosaurus, Brachiosaurus type creatures, whatever they're called. That's the first time since Jurassic Park, probably 1. Maybe Lost World, where I felt something. It was nothing as impressive or as impactful as those first 2 films. That scene with all those, the herd. At first I was like, could have picked a better spot for that. But then I thought back on Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom and how they did that dinosaur dirty. And I was like, this is nice. This is nice return to form. It really feels like these massive herbivores, or herbivores, however you want to say it, are coming back in a big way, because the music is swelling and you feel it, and you're like, this is a nice apology for what they did to the Brachiosaurus in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I thought it worked. I didn't at first, but then I did.
Don't see that every day. Or ever.
That's mainly my issue with this film, is that you watch it once and you're like, I don't think it works. You watch it again. I haven't watched it again, but at first I was iffy, but then I thought about it. But you watch it again, I guarantee you there's still fun to be had. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I've been rambling quite a bit now, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching. I am Brian Gatto. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Check out my Patreon. I've updated it a little bit so that more things can be done. I am going to have a Patreon month happen, where I just have reviews that people want me to do when they select a tier on Patreon in December. So it'll be my gift to you guys, all these Patreon reviews coming out. And I'll work on them throughout the year. I won't just do it all at once, because then, that's what happens. I'm like, I got 3 to do, and I'm like, when do I do them? I'm going to do them all in December. So hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and as always, subscribe.